السلفي لابد أن يكون لغويا. سلفي غير لغوي تعبان.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله حمدا كثيرا طيبا مباركا فيه كما يحب ربنا ويرضاه. This is lesson 5 of the series, The Basics of Arabic Reading and Writing. In this lesson, we are going to learn 4 new letters. Before we begin today's lesson, let's quickly revise what we've taken so far.
Jim, Sin, Wad, Dal, Ba, Kha, Alif, Zal, Fa, Sad, Zay, Ha, Ta, Ra, Shin,
Okay, what letter is this?
Dal,
What letter is this?
Zay,
What letter is this?
Ta,
What letter is this?
Bod,
What letter is this?
Zal,
This?
Shin,
This?
Jim,
This?
Kha,
This?
Ta,
This?
Dal.
Okay, which one is heavy here? Which one is a heavy letter? Tell me to stop, yeah? When you see a heavy letter.
Stop.
This is a heavy letter. Are you sure? Yes.
Stop.
This is a heavy letter.
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Stop. Stop.
Heavy letter, yeah?
Yeah. Stop. Stop.
This is a heavy letter.
Sometimes.
Sometimes. Okay, so let us now begin today's class. Our first letter for today is Ta. Ta. Ta 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 ta. As you can hear, this is a heavy letter. It comes from the same place as ta, 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 where we're using the tip of the tongue up against the inner gum line of the top front teeth. So if you imagine this is my top teeth, this is the inner side of the teeth, and the gums are here. So I would place my tongue where the gum meets the teeth, right here. Ta and pa. They come from the same articulation point. But there are 2 noticeable differences between ta and ta. 2 main differences. The first difference is that ta, the letter we're taking today, ta is a heavy letter, whereas ta is a light letter. Ta is heavy. This is the first difference. The second difference is that ta comes with a little air, whereas with ta, there's no air released. You don't release any air. The air is trapped. These are the 2 major differences. Okay, let's say this letter 5 times. Ta,
Ta.
ta,
Ta.
ta,
Ta.
ta,
Ta.
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 In terms of writing, we're going to write ta in 3 steps. Step number 1 is going to be similar to step number 1 in Sad and Dad. This was step number 1 in Sad and Dad. But the difference here is this extending line here, this thing that comes out from the bottom, we're going to take this off. So we're not going to include that. That's one difference. And the other difference is instead of going straight, we're going to finish off with a line going up. So let's do it here. So instead of starting here, we're going to start here. So we do this. And then we finish off with it rising a little rise. That's step number 1. So step number 1, once again, finish off with it rising a little. Step number 2 is we're going to do a hilya. If you remember hilya, we have in our book decorated letters. This is from the first of the decorated letters. So this is what hilya is. It's just like this, yeah? طيب, we just do that. Then we go back up. So we do that, then we go back up, and then we draw it down. We do alif. we do a alif. It looks like this. طيب. So we do this, we go back up, then we do alif. It looks like that, yeah? It looks like a flag, waving flag. طيب. So that's the 3 steps. Step number 1 is this. Step number 2 is the hilya, this decoration. Step number 3 is the alif. And the alif, we need to make it join just here, close to the edge. So it joins close to the edge. The next letter that we're taking is the twin of ta. The twin of ta, because it looks exactly the same. The only difference is the addition of the dot. And this letter is called va. Va. This letter comes from the same place as dhal. It comes from the same place as dhal, which comes from the tip of the tongue when it's placed on the upper front teeth. The tip of the tongue placed on the upper front teeth. The most noticeable difference between dhal and dha, this letter, is that this letter, dha, is heavy. It's a heavy letter. Whereas dhal is a light letter. Dhal. This one is dha. Let's say it 5 times. Repeat after me. Dha.
Va.
Dha.
Va.
Dha.
Va.
Dha.
Va.
Dha.
Va.
In terms of writing, it's exactly the same as ta. 3 steps. Step number 1. Step number 2. And then step number 3. But with the difference between ta and dha is the addition of the dot. We add the dot, it's dha. We take the dot off, it's ta. The next letter after dha that we're taking in today's class is ayn. This is the next letter that we're taking. Ayn. It comes from the middle part of your throat. It sounds like someone's being choked. طيب. This letter is a light letter. Ta is a heavy letter. Dha is a heavy letter. But ayn is a light letter. It's a light letter. Let's say it 5 times. Ayn.
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 In terms of writing, as you can see, this is from the drop down letters. And these 2 are from the high rise letters. We're going to jot them down in the book, inshallah. In terms of writing, we're going to do it in 2 steps. 2 steps. If you look at it, it looks like 2 C's, a small C and a big C. Except that the small C goes under, it goes on top of the line. We start on top of the line, and it closes more than the big C. So we do this. We start off with a line like this. Looks like an eyebrow. Yeah, eyebrow. Then we bring it down, and then we do this. Close it. Yeah, it's a C, but it's a closed C. So we do that. Line like that. Then we do make it go up. And this goes past this. This is longer. It extends out longer than this. This is step number 1. Step number 1 once again. There. That's step number 1. Then from here, we're going to do the C. The big C. And this big C, we need to keep it in line with this part. This part is going to remain in line. So when we're doing the C, we should be looking here to make sure that we're not going past the line. Okay. And this part extends past the line, just like the Jim, Ha and Kha. Step number 1, step number 2. This is how we write Ayn. The next and final letter for today is the twin of Ain. The twin of Ain. This letter is called Ghain. 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 And it sounds like someone is gurgling water. When you gurgle water, you have water in your throat and you gurgle it. That sound. This is Ghain. Ghain is also a heavy letter. So today we've taken 3 heavy letters. Ta, Dha, and Gha. Ghain. Ain is the only light letter that we've taken today. Okay, let's say Ghain 5 times. Ghain.
Ghain.
Make sure it doesn't sound like Kha, yeah? Kha and Ghain come from the same place, the upper part of your throat. So make sure it doesn't sound like Ghain. Don't say Ghain. You have to say Ghain. Ghain.
Ghain.
Ghain.
Ghain.
Ghain.
Ghain.
Ghain.
Ghain.
Okay. In terms of writing, Ain and Ghain, as we mentioned, they are twins. So the writing is going to be the same. 2 steps. Step number 1 and then step number 2. Except that the difference between the twin letters, as we've discovered from all the twin letters, is the addition of a dot. So when we add this dot, it turns into Ghain. Ghain. We take the dot off, it returns back to being an Ain. Ain. Okay, let's say all of these 4 letters together now. Ta,
Ta.
Dha,
Dha.
Ain,
Ain.
Ghain.
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 Ta,
Ta.
Ta,
Ta.
Dha,
Dha.
Ain,
Ain.
Ghain.
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 What's this?
Ta.
What's this?
Ain.
What's this?
Dha.
What's this?
Ghain.
Okay, so high-rise letters. We said there's going to be 6 in total. I've added Ta and Dha, these 2 letters that we've taken today, because they rise and they touch the top of the line. They rise and touch the top of the line. So there's 3 of them so far. In terms of drop-down letters, I've added 2 more. Ain and Ghain, because they go under the line. Ain and Ghain go under the line, so I've added them to this list. In terms of heavy letters, I've added Ta, Dha, and Ghain to the list, because these 3 are heavy letters. So far I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I have 1 more left to complete this list of heavy letters. In terms of decorated letters, I've added Ta and Dha. And previously I said there was 4, but there's actually 5. I counted Ta and Dha as 1 letter. But if I separate between the 2, then we have 5 in total, inshallah. We're going to have 5 in total. So please change 4 into 5. So decorated letters are these things that you have here. So please, if you want to pause the video and copy, then do so. Barakallahu feekum. So this is what we've taken in today's class, 4 new letters. I hope that you revise these 4 new letters alongside the previous letters that we've taken. And you do your homework, which is to write 5 rows for each of these letters. Subhanakallahumma bihamdika la ilaha illa anta astaghfiruka wa atubu ilayk.